Now we come to the exercise 5B. In first question, they are asking you, they have given you some of the fractions. They are asking you which of the following are proper fractions. Now what is a proper fraction? The proper fraction is the one which has numerator less than the denominator, where the numerator is less than the denominator, where the numerator is smaller than the denominator. Now if I look at the examples given over here, first is 1 by 2, so the numerator is less than the denominator, so is it a proper fraction? Yes, this is a proper fraction. In the second fraction, the numerator is smaller than the denominator. Yes, so this is a proper fraction. In the third one, the numerator is bigger than the denominator, so this is not a proper fraction. In this also, the numerator is bigger than the denominator, so this is also not a proper fraction. And in the next one, you are given only a whole number, so I can convert this into a fraction by writing 1 as a denominator. Now see, all the whole numbers, whatever whole numbers you are given, you can always convert them into fractions by adding 1 as a denominator. Now look at this, the numerator is bigger than the denominator, so this is not a proper fraction. Even 16 by 16, when the numerator and denominator are the same, that also is not a proper fraction. Now the next question says, find out, they have given you some fractions. They are asking you to find out which are improper fractions. Now for what are improper fractions? Improper fractions are those in which the numerator is bigger or equal to the denominator. Either it is greater than the denominator, this numerator is greater than the denominator, or it is equal to the denominator, then those fractions are improper fractions. Now if you look at the first fraction, you can see that the numerator is greater than the denominator. 3 is greater than 2, so this is improper fraction. 5 by 6, here the numerator is less than the denominator, so this is not improper fraction, but this is a proper fraction. And now 9 by 4, in this the numerator is greater than the denominator, so 9 is greater than 4, so this is a improper fraction. 8 by 8, now I told that where the numerator is greater or even equal to the denominator, so that also is a improper fraction. So 8 by 8, because both the numerator and denominator are equal, so this is improper fraction. Now here only 3 is given, this is a whole, only a whole number, so I told you how you can make a whole number into a fraction by adding 1 as a denominator. So 3 is bigger than 1, the numerator is greater than the denominator, so this also is an improper fraction. Now one thing you have to keep in mind, children, that you have studied about proper fraction and improper fraction, and I told you what are fractions. Fractions represent number less than 1. So proper fractions are always less than 1, but improper fractions are more than 1. So proper fractions are less than 1 and improper fractions are more than 1. Okay, now the third question, it says write 6 improper fractions with denominator 5. So I have to write 6 fractions who all of whom the denominator should be 5. So with denominator 5, and they are saying that it should be improper fractions. So improper fractions are those fractions where the numerator is bigger than the denominator. So I can write a number which is bigger than 5. I can write 6, I can write 8, I can write 15, I can write 20, I can write 25, I can write 16. Any number on the top as a numerator should be bigger than 5, and it will make improper fractions with the denominator 5. Now they are in the fourth question, they are asking you to write 6 improper fractions where the numerator has to be 13. So it means the upper part has to be 13. So since these are to be improper fractions, it means this numerator has to be bigger. So it means the all the denominators should be less than 13. It can be 12, it can be 11, it can be 10, it can be 9, it can be 6, it can be 4. So these are all improper fractions with numerator 13. Okay, question number 5. Now before I start with solving this question number 5, first of all you should know about a third type of fraction, that is mixed fraction. I told you about the proper fraction, then improper fraction. So what is proper fraction? Where the numerator is less than the denominator. What is improper fraction? Where the numerator is greater than the denominator, that is improper fraction. And the third is mixed fraction. As you can understand from the word mixed, so mixed means it has these are all mixed fraction. Why? Because this has a whole number and a fraction. So mixed number means it has a whole number and a fraction. It's a mixture of a whole number and a fraction. That is called mixed fractions. So mixed fractions can be converted into improper fractions. It is mixed fractions are other way of writing the improper fractions, and improper fractions are other way of writing the mixed fractions. So both are the same, but the method of writing them is different. So mixed fractions can be converted into improper fractions, and improper fractions can be converted into mixed fractions. So and as I told you that improper fractions are always greater than 1. They are greater than 1. So the same way mixed fraction also are greater than 1. As you can see, I'll give you one example. Suppose you have 2 cakes and only the third one is only half. So how many cakes you have? You have 2 and half. So half is a fraction and 2 is a whole number. So together this is a mixed fractions, 2 and a half. So I can write this mixed fraction into improper and improper into mixed fraction. How? Let us see. So first of all, in the fifth question, they have given you some mixed fraction and they're asking you to convert them into improper fractions. So how to convert? So first of all, this denominator and this whole number, both of them I will multiply, and to that I will add this numerator, and the denominator will remain the same. So 7 5s are 35 plus 5 is 40 upon 7. So 5 by 7 is 40 by 7, and 40 by 7 is 5 by 7. Mixed fraction can be converted into improper, and improper can be converted into mixed. So now 9 3 by 8. So how to convert this into a mixed fraction? We will multiply 9 and 8. 9 multiply by 8, and to this I will add this numerator plus 3, and the denominator will remain the same. So 9 8s are 72 and 3 is 75 by 8. Now the next one, I will multiply these two. 10 multiply by 6, and this 3 I will add, and the denominator will remain the same. So what it becomes? 10 6 60 plus 3 is 63 upon 10. So this is how we convert the mixed fractions into improper fractions. Now come to the sixth question, in which they have given you some improper fractions and they are asking you to convert them into mixed fractions. Now in the previous question I told you that mixed fractions and improper fractions both are the different methods of writing the same fraction. They are just the different methods of writing the same fraction. So I can convert a mixed fraction into a improper fraction and improper fraction into mixed fraction. So in the last one I told you how to convert the mixed fraction into improper fraction. Now we will learn how to convert the improper fraction into mixed fraction. Now I told you in the beginning that fraction means a part of a whole. Now fraction also can be think of as fractions also can be called as division. They can also be followed as division. It means that 17 is divided by 5, 62 is divided by 7, 101 is divided by 8. So fraction can also be followed as division. So this division I will use to convert this improper fractions into mixed fractions. So it means 17 is divided by 5. So when I divide, 5 threes are 15 and I'm left with the remainder 2. Means that 17 is divided by 5 3 whole times. So 3 whole times it is divided by 5. So whole means the whole number will become 3 and 2, that is remainder, will become the numerator and the denominator will remain the same. So this is a mixed fraction. Now if as I taught you in the last question, I can change this into improper fractions. 5 multiplied by 3 is 15 plus 2 is 17. So this becomes mixed fraction into improper 17 by 5. So 17 by 5 changed into a mixed fraction is 32 by 5. Now come to the next one. Again means 62 I can divide with 7. So 7 8s are 56. I am left with 6. So it means that 62 is divided by 7 8 whole times. So 8 becomes my whole number. This remainder becomes the numerator and 7 is the denominator. So this is mixed fraction. Now 7 8s are 56 plus 6 is 62 by 7. Now 101 I have to divide with 8. So 8 ones are 8. 8 2s are 16 and I am left with 5. It means when I divide 101 with 8, it is divided 12 whole times with 8. 101 gets divided by 8 12 whole times. So this 12 becomes my whole number. This remainder becomes my numerator and this denominator is the same. So the mixed fraction is 12 5 by 8. So if I change this into improper, multiply these two, 12 8s are 96 plus 5 is 101 upon 8. So this is how we convert mixed fractions in. Now question number 7 says to fill the blanks with the sign of greater than, lesser than and is equal to. Before filling this up, as you can see in all the fill-ups, you have on one side you have the number 1. Every time you have the number 1. So as I told you earlier also, you have to keep the rule in mind that proper fractions, the proper fractions are less than 1 and improper fractions are more than 1. Their value is more than 1. Proper fractions is less than 1 and improper fraction is bigger than 1. Now look at this first one. It's proper or improper? It's proper because the numerator is less than the denominator and proper fraction is less than 1. Now again the second one, the numerator is smaller than the denominator, so it means this is improper fraction and this is proper fraction and proper fraction is less than 1. Now in this you have this fraction where the numerator is smaller than the denominator, so it means this is proper fraction and proper fractions are less than 1. Now here 316 divided by 316, it means 1. So both the sides you have 1. So which sign you will put? You will put the sign of is equal to. Now look at this one. Here the numerator is bigger than the denominator. So what it means is that this is improper fractions and improper fractions are greater than 1. Now question number 8. uh, locate the following fractions on the number line. So in the previous exercise they had given you only one fraction to plot on the number line, but here we have more than one fractions. First of all, I will solve the second part. In this part you can see that all the fractions have the denominator 8. So I will draw the number line, start from 0, and as I told you, look at the denominator, it's 8. So I will divide my number line into 8 equal parts. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and this 8th part will be my 1, or you okay, or 1. So after 0 the next part will be 1 by 8, 2 by 8, 3 by 8, 4 by 8, 5 by 8, 6 by 8, 7 by 8, and this 8 by 8, or you can say 1. Now I have to show which parts. 1 by 8, so this is 1 by 8, 2 by 8, 3 by 8, 5 by 8, and 7 by 8. So 1 by 8, 2 by 8, 3 by 8, 5 by 8, and 7 by 8. Now I come to the first part. In this you can see that all the fractions, the three fractions have denominator 4, but one of the fractions has the denominator 2. So how to plot them on the number line? So what I will do is, this 1 by 2, I will try to make its denominator equal to 4, because all the others have the denominator 4. So I will make its denominator 4. How can I make its denominator 4? By multiplying with 2. So if I multiply this 2 with 2, it will become 4. Now if I have changed the denominator, it means I have to change the numerator also by multiplying with the same number. As I multiplied the denominator with 2, I will multiply the numerator also with 2. So the new fraction that I will get is 2 by 4. These are called equivalent fractions. This we will learn in the next exercise. So it means this 1 by 2, I have converted this into 2 by 4, so that all the fractions have the same denominator. So this is my new question. Now to show this on a number line, I'll start from 0 and I will divide this number line into how many parts? Into 4 equal parts, because the 4 is the denominator. So 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4, and 4 by 4. So this is 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4, and 4 by 4.